Sure, you've flown lots of spacecraft now. This should be easy, species. And here we go again. Oh, that's gonna work. Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. And after a very long absence...
Emergency situation detected. Robinson Protocol UCH001A initiated. Do you want to activate the tutorial help information?
Not at the moment, dear. How's everybody doing? This is Empyrion Galactic Survival. And, it has been a long time. A long time indeed. What else did they give us? Portable constructor, the pistola. And 48 rounds of ammunitions. A couple of band-aids, very nice. A little bit of food. Yeah, it has been a very, very long while since I've played this. I have played it for the entire decade that it has been in early access. And to celebrate their 10 years, now, is there not a way I could break this down or something? What the heck? This, it's a survival crafting game. Resource mode. That takes place, obviously, in a sci-fi setting on an alien planet, which we have managed, with my usual grace and aplomb, to, crash into. Yes. Probably not what we were supposed to do, but, you know. I've always been a little outside the box. At least I think that's how they put it. This isn't breaking down very quickly. Why? Puh. So hope everybody's doing well. It is the 21st day of August, 2025. And yeah, it's been, I think, close to 2 years. I used to feature this game on my channel pretty much regularly. Okay. Oh, good. There's some copper. Now. Alright. Every time you pick something up or break something down, you do get some experience points. And those experience points unlock, well, basically unlock your crafting tree, amongst other things. So we got some copper, we've got iron. I haven't yet run into silicon. Oh, no, that's more iron. A little bit more carbon. Here's some plant fiber. Excellent. And we'll have some more corn dogs, which is just straight up plant protein. Fiber. Oh, there's some silicon. Good deal. So, as you do in most survival crafting games, we are going to start by filling our belly with resources, or whatever containers available. And then we will think about shoveling our way in some sort of a base situation. There are hostile factions on the planet. Now, it has changed a lot since the last time I played it. So, some of this might be kinda out of date. I may, in fact, run into things that I've never dealt with before, and I'm not sure how to deal with. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Alright, I like that there's some mountains here, because I am probably, for at least our first bit of basicdom, going to burrow deep within one. Indeed. Oh, a silicon deposit. Now we have this device, And if we set that off, it'll pick up other resources that are around. They should be reasonably plentiful. I know that one of the factions that inhabits this planet doesn't go in for this sort of thing. They're very, very nature green, all of that. There's also a fairly warlike faction. Again, this is from the last time I played it, called the Xerax, whom you don't want to run into in a dark alley or in the middle of a sunny street. As far as that goes, let's gather a little bit of woodliness. After all, woodliness is back next to burnliness, and we are going to have to burn some woodly to make some fuel. So we'll do that. A little copper, a little iron. When we do find a place to build the base, I'd like to have a fair chunk of resource. Now, there is a weight management thing that can be operated or engaged in this game. I'm not running it. I don't really want to you know, impose one of those things. I mean, we either do have magic pockets or we don't, you know. And I'm pretty sure that we do. So, yeah, we're just going to go with that. Alright, I've managed to gather a fair bit of this plant protein. So let's open this up. This is built into our, well, I guess into our suit. This is our survival constructor. Energy bars are probably our best deal because we've got 46 of those. And if you keep things for too long, they will spoil. So best we simply shift and boom. Make all we can. Pretty much. Alright, let's continue. Continue on. I will gather more of these. Alright. So we have a survival constructor. Grab a little bit more carbon. Always handy. Silicon, of course, for its usage in various electronic things. And this isn't, as you can tell by our little fancy laser thing, this isn't one of those ones where we're going to tie a couple of sticks and a rock together and call it an axe. We're going to build automated crafting stations and such, and, you know, spacey things, including a hovercraft to get around on the ground, a small vessel for, you know, short trips around the planet, or slightly longer ones to some of our closest friends, like would be the moon Skillon, and that sort of thing. So, oh, that's a gorgeous valley over there. I think we might pretty much. Now, there's also all kinds of POIs. You know, lots and lots of things to visit. Alright, I need some more plain stone. Because once I burrow out a hole in the hill, I'm going to want to line it with nice concrete blocks. There was another thing that I turned off because it wasn't there when I played for many, many years before. CPU points, I think? I think it was points. Yeah, no idea. But as this is a YouTube thing, not just something I'm going to spend years doing, I thought, why fumble about with something I have no clue on? Alright. What looks good? Well, I like that there's a little slope going up here. Is that going to leave me enough height, though, when I'm all said and done? Let's have a look and see if there isn't anything a little bigger around. Come on. I thought I could pretty much get up anything that was green. Oh, can surely get through here. Well, this is a lot taller than I thought it was. Cool. Alright. So we can walk right up to about here. Is this not going to turn into stone at any point? Okay, now we're into stone. Boy, that's a long way in. Well, that's okay. Good place to start. Alright, I'll tell you what, I will, oh, let's have a look here. Oh, look at that. I will, come back. We have the recipe for the water condenser and the portable heater cooler. Cool. Portable constructor, right on. Yeah, I'll come back when I've got a little bit of a hole here for us to, start on, shall I? Sounds good. See you in a bit. Alright, I've done a fair bit of digging, at least a little enough to get us started. So, we're going to go into our constructor here. I've got it building concrete blocks for me, as you can see. But what we need is this. And there we go. Let's get him to craft that for us. This is our base core. And this will allow us to turn this into a base. And it is, in fact, the only way you can put blocks down. Now, the night is coming, but we have a survival tent. It can only go out on wild ground. You can't put it on top of blocks of any kind. Same thing with the constructor. So once I start putting blocks down in here, we won't be able to put machines down until we can put proper machines down. None of this survival type gear. Okay, he's just got a couple more parts to build. Usually I build a couple of these. But, come on. So it'll finish this last part, then it will actually construct the cube itself. There we go. Alright, let's queue up one of those. So now we have our core, And we are going to take it and stick it right in the ground. Excellent. There we are, created a new base. Oh. If this thing gets destroyed, so does the base. Just something to keep in mind. Okay. All right. Good enough. It is not, a difficult build system to use, but it's certainly not as smooth as some. But it works, and once you kind of figure out the system a little bit, it becomes fairly quick and intuitive to use. Okay, we're going to thing is, 8 hours isn't going to do it. Now we've lost a little bit of daylight, but you can see what we're doing now anyway. Once you get some tiles down, it's also a heck of a lot easier to figure out where to dig. Or blocks, I mean, not particularly tiles. You can do certain tiles a little later as your building skills evolve. Alright, how we doing here? Well, we're still pretty good. Not sure why our health isn't on full. Must have been from the gentle landing that I brought the pod in for. So yeah, 10 years of early access, and I've been playing it that long. Like I said, I think it's been at least a year now since the last time I picked it up. But I saw that they were celebrating their 10th year anniversary, and had released a patch in honor of it. Or an update, I guess. They just apparently released a bit of a DLC not too long ago either. But it's just another warring faction, so basically, I mean it, not just, I think it also has a bunch of missions and stuff. But, yeah. I don't particularly get into survival games for the combat aspects. I'll be completely honest. Whoa. Accidentally pressed the go button. We're gonna have to get a good roof in this place. I don't like the look of this. It's just not even solid rock. It's a lot of gravel and such. Alright, well... let's get some of this in where we can. Downstairs neighbor. Such an orangutan. Alright. I got us a little more space, eh? So let's see if we can get anything real good going on here. I don't think there's a lot we can do at the moment. We can get... excuse me. Now these dots you see beside things, it's basically red is base, yellow is your capital vessel, green is your small vessel, and blue is hovercraft. So it shows you what each blocks are good for. So don't be building this generator and fuel tank to try and power your base. You actually need this fuel tank and this generator, which I'm going to show you how to unlock, hopefully. Here we go. We'll go in here. We go here. This is our tree. We're currently level 4, so we can unlock everything that's level 3 and below. So for the base, we are going to unlock the fuel tank. We don't need the O2 station. We're going to unlock the generator and the small constructor. Food processor, I suppose, wouldn't be bad. Then let's get into weapons. We're going to do our that. Level 5. Tools. Don't need that or that. And not at the moment. Miscellaneous. Nothing amazing. Alright, I think we're pretty much good for there. I'm gonna unlock the grow lights just because they are so cheap. Ammo box, why not? We've already got this guy. To unlock, there we go. Alright, we should have a fair plethora of things now. So... I just want to finish one edge off, basically. So that I can really figure out that. Okay. Pop it to there. Yeah, that's probably about as far as it was gonna go. Clean that all off. Nice. Maybe deepen a little so we can actually get a good grip here. Perfect. And to the edge you go. There we go. And that's going to mark our corner. So, there we go. There's one wall. Probably go back a little further. But, now that we have a wall, I think If I remember rightly, the generator, I'm pretty sure it's the generator, gives off a fair bit of heat. So I think I want to kind of set it back a little bit. I should only need about, I think, 3 bricks long. There we go, we'll go to there. And to there, and that's where we will sink it. So let's get this thing building for us a generator. Again, go up to this one, and generator's now unlocked. So let's get it to build us one of those, and the fuel tank to go with it. Beautiful. Oh, here's our hoverbike construction kit. We'll put that in there, and we'll get it to build us the hoverbike. Alright, let's go back to digging a few holes here. I'll fix that lump there. No worries. That will not be staying there. Okay. Oh, I have almost no concrete blocks left. Whoopsie. Well, that won't do. So let's see how our crafter's doing. Maybe we can get him back onto the blocks. Beautifully done. There's the generator. And there's that guy. There's our scooter. Nice. There's some more rock for you. So you can get back to, go to blocks, and shift for 10, and make for me all the blocks you can block. Whoop. Alright. So we've only got 4, right? So 1, 2. That is just 1, perfect. 3, 4. This needs to be 1 more wide. some of what's here. Perfect. So then, you're going to come across. I think that's as far as it's supposed to go. Okay. Alright, then I gotta clear that part out, but we'll get to that in a bit. Now, the rotating in this game. Yeah. It's all delete home end page up, page down sort of thing, so takes a little bit of getting used to say the least. So let's put our generator down, and then we're going to put our fuel cell down. Alright. Okay. Yep, I know they do. Do I have any on me? I do not. Alright, we'll have to get some of that together. How are you doing with the old block making there, dude? You're getting there, aren't you? Another 50 blocks. Okay. I'm just going to cancel the rest of these for the moment, because we need fuel. This. Ooh, I don't have a lot of that. Alright, we gotta go outside before it gets too much darkened. And make sure we've got lots of plant fiber and such. So far, no spiders, scorpions, bugs, aliens of any sort. So, rah, sis boomba. Alright, there's some woodiness. Excellent. All we're getting is 2 plant fiber out of that. Wow, 3. Well, I mean, I'm getting 2 out of those, and 100 XP. Grab some more carbon strata. Because we are burning through the resources, of course. But we're almost at the point where we'll actually be able to just throw some lights up and then leave them on, which is very nice. Alright, grab some more chow. Excellent. Whoa! Oh, it's a beautiful little lake down there. Dang. Wish I'd known I would have built on that side. Alright, let's grab some more, because we're going to want to make a bunch of fuel. Alright. Okay, and I'll get a set of stairs built. 5, eh? Well, good news is, why have you stopped? Oh, you're not. You're just really freaking slow. Oh, I see. Alright, let's access this thing. Pop some fuel in. Now, how about, what do I need? Oh, it's locked. Well, I'm very close to making a full-size one anyway. And then we can basically get rid of this guy. Man, it's slow. Yeah, there's the small constructor. Alright, we've got it. We've got enough fuel to get us by for a bit. So let's let it finish this one. Okay. Now let's get it running on a small constructor. Yeah, and we'll follow that with a lockbox. Okay. Now, what am I doing for food? Oh, I could use a nibble, eh? There we are. That puts us into the well-fed category. Geez, the days are short. Okay, so now let's come across there. Just not quite, eh? Alright, it's starting to get a little bit dimmish here, so maybe we won't waste so many hours of daytime if we get through this. There we are. Alright. So now we have a small constructor and a cargo box. Excellent. Let's go in here for a moment and see. Here we are. Oh, we can already make them apparently. Okay. I guess I make them in the constructor though. So let's go. That doesn't look like it's the right way around, does it? Oh, there we go. Let's go there. And then... It's because that's not far enough to keep pinging me back. There we go. And that's all I need is one for the moment. Alright. Nope, it's not going to grab it. So, we're going to put you here. Alright. So now what we want to do is come here. And we need to assign an input. And we only have one cargo box. So that'll be it there. Awesome. So now all of our goodies that we collect, instead of going in hither, we'll go yawn. Boom, we're done with you. Actually, let's go this and this. And get you to just do that. Okay? Okay. I knew you'd see it my way. And then up here, we'll put in the things. All the things that is the things. Even some spoiled food. You never know what you'll need these days. It should do it. Okay. So now, as you can see, these things are all ready to go in here. We've only got one chest, so it's going to output it to the same chest. If we build another one, then we can have it output to that instead. And it does it by name. So even if we build another one over here, as long as that's the one we pick, we're good. Oop, hang on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That was, as I've mentioned on the channel a few times here lately, my neighbor has mysteriously gone missing a couple of weeks ago. And that was a friend of his dad's. His dad lives in Ontario and has been trying to get a hold of him on the phone, etc., and hasn't had any luck. So yeah, I told him he took off on his bike way back around the beginning of August, and I unfortunately have not seen him since. So yeah, I guess he's going to go check a couple of places he knows that he has people that know him, and then probably, unfortunately, have to get the RCMP involved as a missing person. So I hope he's okay. Alright, that should, other than needing to raise the roof by a whack, that should give us a good starter for our base. Decent size starting. Okay, that needs to be cleaned up a bit. Okay. There we go. And right to there. Awesome. Alright, now what we actually need to do, because this isn't actually done yet, is we have to turn the place on. However, yeah. So is that enough room to get up here? It is. Okay. Okay, let me out of there. There we go. Alright. So, to turn the base on, what we need to do is go back in here and go to this control panel. And that brings up all of this, including our general power. So, once we turn this on, then everything's going to work. So, let's do that. There you go, you can see the lights just came on all the stuff here, there, and everywhere. That's going to help. And one of the first things we're going to actually build is... Oof, we're getting a little bit of spoiled food. Well, that's not good. What is all of this output doing in here? Move that up there. The rest of this in here. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some lights built. Before the next darkness falls. So yeah, now it's just basically a matter of chewing enough space out to get the rest of the walls and such up. And we should be good. Ish. Yeah, that's not quite where I need you to go, is it? Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be going up there. But I think, friends, what I'm going to do is leave it here for now. Let me know what you think. It's, as I said, it's an absolutely excellent crafting and survival game. Speaking of which, oh, actually I just ate, so I'm not going to be hungry yet. No. Let's get a second wall, and then one level above that will be our roof. And yeah, we will be expanding a lot. So, no worries there. I should have just drawn that straight across while I was on it. Same with this side. Alright, I've got a lot of digging ahead of me. And I'll get the rest of this building part of it done anyway. And we'll go from there. That's good. That's good. And we'll build ourselves a door. Yeah. There we go. And as you can see, this thing whips through things at a pretty optimal rate. Nice. And those things will be now up here. So there's the lights that we built. And there's our door. So let's go place the door. And again, it will be the home button to swing the door. Do I want it on the far end, or do I want it on this end? I think I want it on the far end. Good. So, oh, actually, no, I don't. Dang it. So we'll switch this over to salvage modes. Unfortunately. Now, it won't give us the door back. This is too crude a tool. We will eventually build one that will. But yeah, it's not this one. This is too crude. But it did give us the components back. So, you know, yeah. We're good there. So, yeah. Just going to quickly build another door. Try not to break this one. There we go. Awesome. Into the cargo box. And let's grab our door. And we can throw all these things in. See, it gave us all the parts that it took to build the door. It just didn't give the door back. Alright, it's getting dark. I'm going to boop, boop, boop. There we go. And it opens automatically because we have power. So there we are. Are you, speak of the devil? You are still building stuff. Nice to see. We're gonna go to bed. So, take good care of each other. Hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And ciao for now.